This is Orlando Sentinel Now.
Hello, it's Tuesday, December 7th. Rich Pope here with Caroline Catherman and Trevor Frazier. They have our topics to talk about today, and today we're talking about a spike in the demand for the vaccination booster. Also, we're going to look at the real estate market here in Florida. It seems like more international investors are getting involved. We'll get on that one. We're going to start here with Caroline. We're going to talk about the demand for the booster shot increasing here in Central Florida. Tell us what's going on, Caroline.
Yeah, so after Omicron was first detected in the United States, I think 5 or 6 days ago, pretty much booster demand went through the roof. In Seminole County, I know that they've had to double the amount of booster shots they're offering this upcoming week. It's still sold out already. Osceola County also reported double the amount of demand for boosters. Orange County, I got the Friday numbers from their PIO, and this Friday was also pretty much double the demand from last Friday. It increased by over 2,000. So people are really worried about Omicron. A lot of the people going to the booster sites are saying that that's one of the drivers for why they decided to get vaccinated now, as well as obviously there's some that are concerned about holiday travel. So it is a few things.
Right, and we're seeing Orange County has been designated a rapid riser. What does that mean?
That means that compared to the last few weeks, we've seen a significant jump in our number of cases. So it doesn't necessarily mean that we have a high caseload. It just means that this caseload is higher than we've seen in past weeks. We're not in an area of high transmission right now. We aren't anywhere near where we were during the peak of Delta, but we should keep an eye on things.
So you mentioned the appointments are filling up. Are they hard to get right now?
County site appointments are pretty difficult. However, there are tons of private distributors, pretty much any drugstore. I think that if you want a booster, you should be able to get one this week. So I don't want people to think that, there's no availability. There definitely is availability, but the county sites were sort of taken by surprise as this demand escalated.
Yeah, tell me about recommendations right now as far as for just others that don't have the booster or CDC. Any recommendations on that right now? Any changes?
Yeah, definitely. So recently, the CDC changed their recommendations to say that everyone over 18 should get a booster. Before, we were all just allowed to get a booster, and Omicron changed the game. Initial data are suggesting that it could be more transmissible. We're going to need a lot more data to confirm that. But to be safe, especially with the holidays approaching, the CDC is recommending a booster for everyone over 18.
All right, well, appreciate that. You can read about more on orlandosentinel.com right now. We're going to move forward here to Trevor Frazier. So, Trevor, as we're seeing the international travel rebound here in the region, we're also seeing another trend going on, and that's more investors coming to actually want to buy real estate. What does it mean?
Well, yeah, that's sort of the predicted effect. We haven't really seen yet the data on foreign travelers coming back here and how that relates to investment. But the prediction from the experts is that that's going to lead to them buying again. That essentially, when foreigners come here, they vacation here. They also wind up buying land in Florida. A lot of them wind up investing in land in Florida. Florida is the number one state for foreign real estate investment. We receive about 22% of all foreign real estate investment in the country. And about half of that is centered around Miami, but an increasing part of that, according to the people that I spoke to, is coming up toward Orlando. And more foreign investors are sort of buying in Orlando. Some are buying to live here, some are buying homes or apartment buildings that they're renting out. But it is something that is sort of moving forward more in Central Florida, that this area is kind of picking up, mainly because the price point in Miami has become, so huge that they've had to look around the rest of the state to try and find places. And Orlando is in second because Orlando is, the second destination in Florida.
Yeah, tell me about as far as snowbirds. Nothing new here in Florida. People coming from Canada and spending
Sure.
the winter down here. Is this a change? Are individuals coming from other countries as well?
No, the number one investor in the area is still Canada.
Okay.
It is a lot of Canadians who buy down here, but of course there are growing numbers of Brazilians, and Venezuelans are two of the big countries that are producing buyers for this country as well. And they're spending more on their homes when they buy things here. They're buying homes at a I think the average price was $347,000 for a home that a foreign investor buys in Florida, which is about $30,000 more than the median price for the typical buyer. I spoke to someone who said that it was a realtor who worked with a foreign investor who bought a $750,000 home over in East Orlando. Because again, the people who are moving here, the people who are investing here, usually coming with a little more money. Though one of the experts I spoke to has a company that helps them get mortgages for people who aren't investing with cash. Most buyers, 65% of foreign buyers bought with cash. Of course, makes it very hard to bid against them if you're one of the people out there looking for a home. But increasingly more of them have been taking mortgages, particularly in the last year, as the interest rates have been very, very low. And so as they've been able to qualify for those mortgages from other countries, that's been one of the big things.
Tell me, as we see, the real estate market here has been red hot and really hard to get into it if you're trying to be like a first-time home buyer. Is this affecting those individuals that would want to, say, bid on a house?
According to the people that I spoke to, the foreign investors are running into the same market that the rest of us run into, essentially. That it's a hot housing market, and it makes it hard to find the right property, as it is for everybody, just because inventory is so low. But at the same time, like I said, more of them are coming in with cash, so that helps them move. And of course, a lot of times they're looking to buy things on a different scale than the average buyer. So, you're buying a couple townhomes to rent out, or you're buying, again, multifamily properties and so on. So that can be different. But the important part of this is that, yeah, even though they're only a single-digit percentage factor in the home buying, area. So it's not like people who are trying to buy homes, locals who are trying to buy homes here are really being beaten out by foreign investors all that much. You're talking about like 3 to 4% of the market is what they represent. But they are here, they are a factor, and they are a growing factor in Orlando. Again, a lot of them live here. 30%, 29% of foreign investors live in the United States or in Florida even. They just don't have citizenship, and so they're still, when they buy here, it's still considered foreign investment. But again, I just wanted to let people know that in the market, that this is one of the parts of the market that that there are foreigners look at Orlando and they see a place with a lot of sun and a place that a lot of people come to, and they say this is a great place to invest. So.
All right. Well, interesting one you can read about right now on OrlandoSentinel.com. Also want to point out, become a subscriber. Go to OrlandoSentinel.com and support our work. We always do appreciate that. But for us, we're going to go ahead and call it quits for today. Appreciate you being with us. Until next time, I'm Rich, Caroline, and Trevor. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
Watch Orlando Sentinel Now live every weekday at noon on our Facebook page and on OrlandoSentinel.com.